So by 7.6 kyk ons dan nou na die volgende. You've got a plan here. Just remember now, when you get a shape like this, it's called a plan. It's a plan. It will not, if you take your arc, your gradeboog, and you actually put it there, you're not going to get 125 degrees because this is a plan only. You take in consideration the information they give you, right? So now remember a parallelogram, because you can see this is a parallelogram, is that opposite sides will be the same. Um, so if that's 70 millimeter from A to B, from D to C will be 70. If BC is 60, it means that A to D will be 60 as well. Now, in order to get this correct, you will need to always start with, like with the other one, you start with the side that holds the information for the angle. So now again, I don't have a protractor on here, so mine will, it's just an explanation for you. Okay, so let's start at the top. So first you'll do your line and then make your origin so that there's A. You will then take your the arc and put it down and measure out where 125 is. Then you'll know which way to go. So let's say you put your arc there, you measure out 125. So then you take 70 millimeters on your passer and you mark it down. You take 60 millimeters and you mark it down there. So you will then take, just try and make a line. Yeah, mine is not going to be nice and it doesn't always work out. Right, so that's there. Then, so you've got your origin then there that was created by the arc as well as your 60 millimeters. So again, you'll take 70 and mark it from there to there and make your arc. Put your passer down there, make 60. So you put it down there and then you make your arc. You will then make your line and then connect it at the ends. Now, this is more or less what you're also going to look like. Just remember, I don't have all the instruments. And then go and fill in all your information that you had. Okay, what you also can do is, if this is 125, if that is 125, we know that the co-interior equals 180 degrees. So you can always take your arc and actually your gradeboog and actually see if this will fit, because if that's 125 degrees, that should give you 155. Okay, so maybe just like go and measure it and see if it actually fits. But that's 7.6. 7.7 wil ek dan net vir julle die volgende wys. Wanneer ons 'n decagon het, 'n decagon, which means it's got 10 sides, right? A regular decagon. We're not talking about irregular shapes, it's only irregular. The following actually counts. When they ask you how big the angles will be inside, we must now learn that we put triangles inside, multiply the triangles, divided by the sides. Then we will know what each angle is. But how do we always know how many triangles to put in? Some of you will have to go and draw it and say, like, I need to test it. But there's a very easy way. If you look at the picture below, and I would like you to do a summary of this in the back of your book, so you can always go back to it. To get your angles, okay, I'm just going to write it. Hopefully my pen goes all the way. Okay, to write it there, let me write it all here, is to take to take the angles, right, minus 2 times 180 degrees divided by the sides. And that will give me, I just write this here, that will give me the size of the kind of the angles. Okay, so let's say for example, I want to know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a 6 hook, right, which is a hexagon. I would take the angles, which is 6 minus 2, and that will give me 4, which means I can put 4 triangles. You always minus with 2. So I can put 4 triangles in there. So if I then times 180 degrees, 3, 4, 4 times 180 will give me 700. Oh, you see, okay, let me start here. It will give me 720 degrees. Then divide by how many sides there are. Now we know there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides divided by 6 sides. So that means each angle there will be the size of 120 degrees. Do you see what I'm doing? So you can literally work out any one. So in this case, it says show all your steps, and you need to work out a decagon. So a decagon has how many angles? It's got 10 angles. Now minus 2 will then give you 8. And then 8 times 180 degrees give you 40 degrees. So then divide. So 1440 degrees minus, we know it's 10 angles, which also means 10 sides. And that will give you 144 degree angles, right? So go and write this down in your book at the back, because this is extremely, extremely important to remember. If you get in a test and they ask you, this is a regular polygon, you've got a, let's take a, for example, a nonagon, right? A nonagon is the one that has 9 sides. Then it's 9, which is here 9 minus 2. You'll get that answer times 180. Get that answer, divide by how many sides there are. In this case, it's also 9 sides. You'll get your angles each.